we talk about perception and projection.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hi y'all, once again it's Terrence Barker up on here, and today we talk about perception and projection. Have you ever heard of perception is your reality? Well, also perception can be your projection. One of the things that I've learned coming up is that sometimes people will push their reality or what they perceive as the reality up on you. Now, when I was a young boy, I used to hear it a lot, that there could never be a black man to be president in the United States. I used to hear that all the time. I used to say that black people were just actors, football players, sports figures, or something like that. But they can never really do anything as far as business, administrative, finance, or leadership roles in that nature. A lot of people used to think that in my time. And it was actually kind of crazy that was kind of like a common thought until one day we see that it happened. At that time, those type of remarks would actually anger me. Why? Because it was like, man, who are you to tell me what my people could be, or people who look like me could be? Like, who are you? But what I had to learn is that they were just telling me on what they viewed the world as and what they viewed people who look like me as far as our capabilities. Why? Because they never seen it. So they were projecting their reality of the world upon me. Why? Because they haven't seen a black lawyer, a black doctor, or a black administrative person in a certain role, or black leadership, so to say, or prominent black politician. They didn't see it at that time. So all they were doing is just really projecting. And in some ways, they would use that tool to kind of like discourage me from what I wanted to be as an adult. Me, I wanted to be a millionaire, growing up. I wanted to be a guy that really loved science, and me, that was something that I really subscribed to be. But people would use the current example that I had spoke upon now to kind of like discourage me along the way, because they was like, hey, it's really not possible according to them.
Who are you to tell me of what I can become? Who are you to tell me on what is my max potential? To tell you the truth, we don't even know our own max potential. We don't even know our own full capabilities until we get there. If 1 billion years ago, the caterpillar was told that he cannot become a butterfly or a moth and believe them, it would not be possible today. But since he did not believe what he was told, he is something that has marveled into the impossible. He can now fly. We have made the telephone. We have made the train. We have built bridges. We have learned to fly. Over 1,000 years ago, this was all seen as impossible. We have done the impossible. Who are you to tell me what is my potential?
Well, not a millionaire right now, but I will say that there's quite a few people out there that are millionaires, even billionaires now, that are outside the acting field or the entertainment field, that are prominent black folks that are in the banking and into the science industry. One of them had invented a super soaker, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And another one, or a couple of you guys with the earn your leisure people, or the Wall Street trapper, you know what I mean? Those are all black prominent folks doing things with leadership, real estate, and mentorship. And they are doing the things that I had subscribed to do in my youth. I'm proud of them. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is a little bit more to a tighter and a closer knit subject, is that I got a daughter and I got a wife. And in some ways, society is going to take what they project as reality and push it up on them, especially with my daughter and my wife. With my daughter, she may have it with other kids, what they deem is cool and uncool. If you ever been in high school, middle school, junior high, elementary, or whatever it is, then you may understand on how sometimes people may pop you into a box and try to tell you what you are, or what they think you are, or what you should be. A lot of stuff happens in that way. Like right now, a lot of people don't understand, even though that I have somewhat of a country accent, a lot of times I get asked, where am I from? And I say Vegas. And they be like, I don't think Vegas people should talk like that. And me, I look at it, I'm like, are you a fool? Because most people from the New Orleans or the South migrated west. And that kind of, tailored to the dialect that is up in Vegas. Now, we did have some New York and some Chicago folks come out there, as well. But there was a lot of people from like New Orleans and stuff like that traveling, trying to get out the dirty South and to go find more opportunity towards the West. That's why I kind of have like a draw, even though that I'm from the Western states. So, sometimes people will project on how you should sound. Now, with my daughter in that case, how she talk currently like now, she talk like her mom, she talk like her dad, and she has a different way of communicating. And when she goes to school, and the way that she dresses and the way that her hair is, there may be some people trying to project on what they think she should be. And we all go through it. And the same with my wife. When we had a business, a lot of people didn't think that we would do well, or a lot of people didn't think that she was going to be an amazing woman, or the woman that she was. Like a lot of people in her youth, and she would tell you, used to think that she was going to be young and pregnant early in her teens, or a fast girl, stuff like that. She didn't have kids until she was almost 30. So what am I trying to say here? Why am I bringing this out? One day you may have someone projecting their perception upon your family, and you're going to probably have to coach them through. You're probably going to have to help them with their mental fitness. You're probably going to have to help them out. We all deal with these type of problems. And hopefully you can gain something out of my video to let them know that that may be their perception, but that may not be the reality. We have many black leaders. We have had a black president. We have had black millionaires outside of the entertainment industry. My wife is not a girl living fast. I have a different style of communicating. And I take pride in the industry that I am in, and I'm on my path of securing the bag and reaching my goals and dreams. Sometimes someone's perception may be their reality, but it doesn't mean that it's yours or your family's reality. It's just their projection of their reality. All right, guys, I'm about to get up out of here. I wish you well. Peace and blessings, baby. Out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.